How are we doing, guys? I hope we're well. Back with another video, and today we're going to have a look at the brand new Pro SL for 2020 and whether or not it's worth paying a little bit more money to get a pair of the Pro SL Carbons. So with that being said, guys, let's get into today's video. So guys, we're going to start with the brand new Pro SL and then we're going to move on to the Carbons. So when we move on to the Carbons, I will give you my full review of those shoes. So let's start with the Pro SL. Okay guys, so this is my first look, I guess, for this pair of shoes. So we're going to start from the outside and we're going to work our way inside. So on the outside, we have FootJoy's lovely chroma skin leather. The Petard's chroma skin, absolutely beautiful. Fantastic for breathability, durability, waterproofing, the lot. Very, very nice indeed. So moving around, guys, you do then have this enhanced power harness designed to keep your foot locked in place throughout your game of golf, allowing you to swing the club with a little bit more power due to this improved stability around your foot. The tongue is new this year compared to previous years. It's a slightly wider tongue, slightly thicker tongue, giving you a little bit more padding. Moving to the midsole of the shoe, guys, you've got FootJoy's FTF Plus dual density foam midsole on here. Absolutely beautiful. The last model was an FTF, so they've just put a little bit more cushioning in there for this model. And then moving ourselves to the underside. So this is where the magic happens for the brand new Pro SL. So you've got the Infinity outsole, which is 11% wider in the heel area, giving you 30% more traction. And it's just a little bit wider in the front as well. So all about that perimeter weighting, giving you the most amount of stability. So these, for a spikeless shoe, are about as stable as it gets. Well, as it gets, that's before we move to the Carbon model, guys. So let's put these down, let's grab the Carbons, and let me talk you through those. Let's find out whether or not it's worth paying that extra £30 for the Carbons. Okay guys, so here are the Carbon model. Is it worth paying a little bit more, and what are they like to play in? So they have all the same technology as the Pro SL standard, but you do have on the underside here, you have a carbon plate which runs through the entire length of the shoe, giving you more stability in the shoe compared to the other model. Really does help reduce twisting, and I mean, trying to flex these shoes like this, very, very difficult when you've got this carbon plating compared to the other model. Moving on to the inside of the shoe, you do have the foam 3D collar around here as well. And then on the tongue, you've got a rough tongue here, which if I hold that up to the camera, you might be able to see. This rough tongue helps the tongue stay in place throughout your game of golf, which is very, very nice. And then on the inside of these guys, you have an Ortholite innersole. So the Ortholite innersole, when I played in them, I was a massive fan of the Ortholite innersole. Really does bring your foot very nicely together with the upper, together with a new harness, so your foot really does feel locked in, but not locked in an uncomfortable way, locked in a very comfortable way. Locked in that you're really getting the most from the beautiful upper. It's really pressing your foot up into the upper, really giving you a very, very nice fit indeed. When I played in them, I didn't really notice them be so much different from the old model. They were a little bit more stable. They were a different look to look down on that because of them being a little bit wider. I did notice it early in the round, but I got used to them as the round went on. But this is where I got all my trouble. I got hideous, hideous blisters from these. And FootJoy tell me that these should be good to go straight out of the box, which for most people, I would imagine that would be. But for some reason, my heels just get gypped. Whenever FootJoy put this collar around the shoe here, I get big, big problems. I've had a lot of friends of mine who have these who are saying to me, Sam, I've got no idea what you're talking about because my feet have been absolutely fine. And for the most part, I think that'll be the case. I think my feet are just a little bit different. I'm not used to this heel bit, so I got some pretty severe blisters because of it. But I will be continuing to wear these shoes. I love these shoes and I'm sure my feet will get used to them eventually. It happened with the Tour S when Tour S first came out. I got hideous blisters from those and then they became one of my most worn shoes during that year. So I will be definitely persisting because the benefits from these shoes are definitely worth persisting for. So is it worth paying a little bit more for the carbon compared to the standard Pro SL? Standard Pro SL is around the £150 mark and these are around the £180 mark. Yes, in my opinion, it's absolutely worth paying that little bit more money because I just think with the Ortholite inner sole, the carbon on the underside, the nice cushioning that you get from the 3D collar and also the tongue, I do think it's really, really worth paying the extra £30 to get, in my opinion, a far better shoe. So I hope that helps you guys when you come in to make your decision whether or not to buy the carbon model or whether or not to buy the standard model. I really do hope you enjoyed today's video. Do drop a like on the video if you enjoyed it. Comment in the comment section down below, guys. Are you going to get a carbon or are you going to get the standard model? If you want a bit of colour, you want the navy pair. Unfortunately, they don't come in the carbon. You've only got black, you've only got white, the standard Pro SL. You've got a few more colour choices, so that might be a deal breaker for some, but for others, it won't be a problem. So guys, thank you very much for watching. Do hit that subscribe button and I'll see you all very, very soon.